can a raunchy, sarcastic, foul-mouthed anti-hero teach moral lessons and offer one of the biggest unexpected family values blockbuster of the summer? Hi, I'm Chanel.
And I'm Ace.
And we're here reviewing Deadpool 2, and there are no spoilers within this video.
How in the world can Deadpool deliver family values and have moral lessons? Totally unexpected. This is what happens when a company has total creative control of their contents. During the process, Disney put in a bid to buy 20th Century Fox. And they realized this would be the last time that they could make a movie totally without anyone telling them what to do. And they absolutely did it. They made a movie for the fans. They made a movie that the fans love. You see, Deadpool is rated R. It's one of the few superhero movies that's rated R.
Yeah, and it's not just for the violence, but it's also for their mature content.
They have mature content. They have adult theme. They have sexual innuendos. They touch so many different topics that other movies have to put in there, and they do them for political reasons. Deadpool did it for jokes. They hit on social issues. They hit on black issues. They hit on white issues. They just went and touched every single thing, and they did it from a joking perspective because they said this is the last time that we're going to have an opportunity to do this. You see, Comcast now put in a $60 billion bid cash, and hopefully, if they acquire them, that 20th Century Fox will be able to continue to make the movie or
the way that they want it.
The way they want it. Mm-hmm. You know, being that they realized this is probably our last opportunity, and not knowing what was going to happen, they just took out all the stops. They absolutely just killed this movie. They killed it. Once Disney acquired him, there were things that they already started to tell them what they couldn't do. One example is there was a reference in the movie because Josh Brolin plays Cable in Deadpool. He also plays Thanos
in Avengers.
Yes, and there was a part where Deadpool was supposed to mention the fact that he's the same character, but Disney told him no. Do you know they did it anyway?
But they put it out so fast that not a lot of people, if they weren't paying attention, they would have missed it.
Right. It was just a quick, because every other joke that they did, they gave it time for the audience to absorb it. Yeah. Right. Process it and laugh about it. This one, they just threw it out real fast. He just said Thanos. Mm-hmm. You know, another thing about this movie, why I'm telling you it's a great movie, is that it didn't use the gimmicks that other movies use. This movie had so many characters in this movie.
Yeah, unexpected characters. And it was like they didn't use that for their promos. Like, they didn't put that out there to sell their movie. It was just, if you see the movie, you could see everyone that's in there. It's not like other movies where they put it out there so you want to see that movie just for those characters.
Just for the characters. This movie had about as many superheroes as Marvel Infinity Wars, and it's totally unexpected, and it was just done
in a great way.
It was done in a great way, and you watch the movie like, wow, this person's in here, this person's in there, and they don't even tell you that. Other movies would have, just for the content of it, just told you all the characters in there, just trying to get you to go see the movie. Another thing about this movie is Deadpool is an anti-hero, and Deadpool is one of the type of heroes that he's like a Batman or a Punisher. He's the type of guy who basically he'll take you out if he feels it's a greater need for it. You see the progression of Deadpool in this movie, which is why you get the whole family value thing come around, because you see how he turned from that type of anti-hero into a real, true-to-life hero that valued life, he valued family, he valued team, he valued kids. So it touched all those different topics, right, that you totally was not expected in the movie. Just a little couple of trivia about this movie. Well, not necessarily about the movie, but about Deadpool. Do you know Deadpool was married 16 times in the comic books? And some of the people he was married to was Shakira, which was actually Dracula's wife. He actually almost came very close to marrying Captain Marvel, though Captain America stopped that. Vanessa in the movie, who's copycat in the comic books, he married her. He also married Mystique. He also married Domino. So, I mean, he had a number of romances, a number of people who he married. Another thing about Deadpool is he tore down the fourth wall in this movie incredibly. Mm-hmm. He did things in the movie. He talked to you directly as a fan. He talked to everyone like, I know I'm in a movie, but I know you're watching a movie, and I'm going to tell you things just between me and you. And that interaction between the audience and him on the screen,
it was spectacular.
Absolutely spectacular. He didn't tear down the fourth wall. He blew it up. Matter of fact, in the movie, he actually called himself Ryan Reynolds in the movie.
Oh yeah, and in one part, he actually signed a kid's cereal box with his real name on it.
Right. So as far as this movie goes, I would say this is probably one of the best movies, one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen, because almost all of the superhero movies, they all cater to the children once again, and they have a certain agenda that they have to do because
they could sell merchandise and all that.
Right. They want to sell something, they want to push something, and they focus their movie on those issues, to actually the selling process
instead of it for the movie to actually be good.
Right. And this one actually is it's a fan favorite movie.
Yeah, it seems like the creators actually put the time and effort into it, so you could actually enjoy it.
Right, and that's something that I wish more movies would like this. I wish more movies would actually take the floor plan of Deadpool. However, because they're doing it for other reasons and they have a big company over them looking over their shoulders telling them what they can't do, they can't actually put a movie out like this. Which makes me absolutely sad. I hope Comcast, because Comcast put in a bid to buy 20th Century Fox, from Disney, and they put a $60 billion cash deal like a boss. Hopefully they end up buying it, and then movies like Deadpool will be able to continue.
Yeah. Hopefully they have the same creative control as they do now.
Right.
But with Disney, if they do get it, they won't have the same creative control because they have to dial back everything that they have. They can't have so much of the cursing. They can't have all the mature themes because it's Disney. They have a specific image that they have to attain.
Right. So the one thing that we are saying, this was a movie for adults, and if you want to see a movie that's not so much catered toward the children, it has the jokes that's over their head. It's a lot of curse in the movie, but it has all the different, I believe, things in which adults want to see if they're going to see a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So for these aspects of it, I would say that Deadpool is probably the best movie I've seen, the best superhero movie I've seen by far.
Yes.
I
completely agree with that.
Right. And I'm just hoping that they're able to continue making such great movies without the restraints. Mm-hmm. This is what happened when you take the limits off, and 20th Century just in my opinion, what they did was they said, hey, this is probably our last chance to actually put a movie out there, and they went all out. They went all out. Ryan Reynolds absolutely killed it. I believe this movie was excellent.
Yeah, I actually really liked how he brought up in his jokes, he brought up like other companies and stuff like DC, Marvel, Disney, all that. I like how they incorporated that in the film. Right.
They were just speaking directly to you. If they made a movie, I believe it's like a movie. Like if a fan can make a movie, this is a fan favorite movie, and I believe it's one of the best.
Definitely. Also, a really good, really important thing is that they have 2 ending clips. I'm not going to say what's in them, but they have 2 ending clips and then that wild song at the end.
Right. Oh, and matter of fact, about one of the clips in it, something happened in a different Marvel movie which affected a major character, and Deadpool actually came in and he actually changed it, so you can see how in the future the whole Marvel universe, according to the films, was going to be changed because of something that Deadpool did. Mm-hmm. And as he said, so there's 2 clips in once the credits are going at the very last, they put a song out which tells you 100% that Comcast said, hey, we're just going to put it all out on the table right now. That song is unbelievable. That nobody could do something like that.
Oh, you mean 20th Century Fox?
Yeah, 20th Century Fox, right? It was phenomenal. So Deadpool,
it's a must see.
It's a must see, and I hope Comcast, come on, put that bid in, and I hope they get 20th Century Fox, because I want to see movies like this as opposed to the movies that are so structured on all the political nonsense and stuff like that. This movie was excellent.
Well, that was our video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, let us know what your thoughts.
Subscribe.
Deadpool. Thanks.
All right, we out.